Be sure to keep a low profile. It's like, how can I keep a low profile? I'm 2 feet taller than everyone in this country, and I'm black. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentary, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Try to blend in.
You mean blend in? I'm 2 feet taller than everybody in here.
Rush Hour 2.
Welcome. But again, chat, happy to have you here. I'm going to be going into my review for Rush Hour 2, chat. Now, typically I like to ask you a very important question before we get into the nitty-gritty details of the movie film. That question being, chat, how many of you have seen Rush Hour 2, chat? I'm very curious. Thank you, Deadpool. No, it was an absolute pleasure to do a commentary movie. Really enjoyed it. It was fun. Mighty Force, seen it? Don't remember it. Beam Cannon, I've seen them all. Guess I've not. Charlie and I have. Mauricio, me. Judas, I miss it. Did you choose a new story to read? If not, I got one for you. It's called Rock Solves Everything. It's about Kratos and Sam Fisher. Hot. I love that. Send it my way, man. Whisper it to me. Only seen bits and pieces of the Rush Hour movie, says Hamilton. McMillian. Such class. Goddamn right. Galaxy many times. Axel Ann, 9. Yes. The Dark Slayer saw this several times. Remember liking it. So a lot of you have seen Doom. Of course I saw it. Mauricio's seen all of them. Ran Double. I have seen it. Well, I remember it for the one scene where Jackie Chan fits in the impossibly tiny couches. I remember that. Like, the specific scenes, like, yeah, I remember that too. He fucked that up a few times. It took a couple of takes to finally do it. Deadpool love Rush Hour 2 almost as much as Rush Hour 1. Yeah, they're both great. The Asian babe was hot. There's a lot of hot Asian ladies in the movie. Which one? Which one are you referring to? There's a whole bunch of them. Women, I saw it many years ago. My lover and I have love these movies. Ed Man, I think I have. It's been so most of you have seen it. This is good. Well, chat. As you know, I've talked about it on stream before. When I did my original Rush Hour review chat, my original scene by scene breakdown for the movie chat, I really enjoyed Rush Hour. I'm watching again, well, I guess at this point it's like a year ago. About a year ago, chat. Just had a lot of fun with it. It's a great action comedy. The rapport and chemistry between Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker works. A lot of the humor still holds up really well. The action scenes are very well choreographed, chat. Yeah, it's a really fucking fun movie. And the movie was a commercial success. Critically, I don't know. Critical. I mean, I checked. The movie has like a lot. Like Rush Hour 2 has a lot of mixed reviews. I remember liking both of these films, yeah, because I saw them, I believe, back to back. Didn't see these in the theaters. I saw this probably like, it must have been when Rush Hour 2 came out on VHS. Because I remember owning like this double pack of the Rush Hour duology, as it was typically referred to at the time, of Rush Hour 1 and 2, and watching those movies all the time. They were some of my favorite comedies when I was a kid. And they still hold to this day. I mean, the humor, some of the stuff would just go over my head. I was like, I don't understand all the sexual references and all the other jokes. But I just had a blast watching. And now I'm older, I kind of have a renewed appreciation for the humor. And just to admire the actions and the choreography. But yeah, because of the original film, what came out, 98, 97? I believe, let me see, when did the original Rush Hour come out? I'm actually a little curious. The original Rush Hour came out in 1998, and then, it was a huge commercial success. It had a budget about $35 million, and it made a box office of $244.4 million. This one basically reteamed everyone you saw, chat. Brett Ratner was directing again. Written by, I think, Jeff Matheson, who was he the original writer, I believe. I think he was also the original writer for the first Rush Hour. But the budget was a little bit increased this time, $90 million, but the box office was $347.3 million. Even though it got a little more mixed reviews from critics, it was still even bigger commercial success than the original film. And I really like it. It's hard for me to think like which film I like better, honestly, because I think they're both very funny. There's some dated stuff. There's no doubt about it. We'll get to some of the jokes in this movie that, for the most part, I think are fine. There is some just weird, creepy scenes that haven't really aged very well, and it involves just Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker just lusting after women. It's just like, settle down, horn dogs, settle down, which I thought was very funny. You know, just kind of like, oh, all right, this. People thought this was okay. Like, just in general public, it's like, fucking relax. This is inappropriate. But listen, I'm a big fan of these films, Chad. I've seen them many times in the early 2000s and watching them again. I still like it. I still like it. And also, I forgot how short this movie is. I guess the original one is also relatively short. A clean 90 minutes, Chad, an hour and a half. The pacing is spectacular. You never feel like any drag. I mean, they get in the plot stuff, and you don't fucking care. You know, it deals with the triads, and Jackie Chan's father's ex-police partner is a triad, and he's obtained these original, like, printing press, like, dollars, and from, like, the Shah of Iran in the 50s, and they're trying to launder all this fake money into Vegas casinos and casinos around America. It doesn't matter. No one cares, Chad, because what you're there for is the chemistry and the jokes between Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. And this movie delivers that in fucking spades, Chad. As I said before, the chemistry between these two guys is awesome. They don't fucking lose a beat. They don't drop a single beat, Chad. They can stay consistent. I love it. And it just shows that, listen, when you have a good idea, you gotta keep moving with it. Because when you fucking wait like they do with Rush Hour 3, Jesus Christ. Oofa. I mean, I haven't seen that. I only saw the movie once. I saw it in theaters one time. It was the first Rush Hour film I ever saw in the theater. And I just remember just how, it was said earlier, they just felt so fucking tired. They just like the way they're acting, like their hearts just weren't into it. This is when they were both older, especially Jackie Chan. And you could clearly see that is not Jackie Chan. That's a lot of CGI they're using. You're not used to, like, seeing CGI of Jackie Chan. You used to see him, like, doing his old stunts and a lot of That's the other thing, too. There's a lot of practical effects in this movie, Chad, and they hold up really fucking well. This film is 20 years old now. It's nearly 20 years old. And I'm just kind of blown away by the choreography and the fight scenes. And, you know, Jackie Chan's very much doing that kind of that drunken master kung fu, which works so well. It has such not only is it great just to see the fight scene, but it's also comedic. And, you know, how he's all fucking freaking out, just punching multiple people all the time. It's wonderful, Chad. Also, thank you to Hive Mind for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Hope you're doing very well. But, chat, we got to go ahead and get down to the nitty-gritty details of Rush Hour 2. We open up, chat, with Hong Kong cinematography. We're observing Hong Kong, chat. Oh, it's beautiful. What a nice city. Y'all, it says, thank you. Oh, my Lord, chat. Look at all this wonderful support we're getting. Ran 001, thank you for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Good to have you here. Hope you're being entertained and serenaded and wooed. Hope I'm wooing you effectively. That's what I want to do. And if not, then I'll do it sometime during the stream. But open up on Hong Kong, chat, seeing wonderful Hong Kong cinematography, getting a sense of the culture, the people. But I don't care about that. I care about America, chat. And we're cutting to the American consulate, chat. The American embassy, all right? Where all of America's dirty dealings are done in Hong Kong. And we're following this character, chat. This Asian lady, this Chinese woman. Actually, she's Taiwanese, which I learned about. This actress, chat. She played one of the main characters. She played one of the lovers, two of the lovers, chat. And Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She plays like the henchwoman in this film. I don't know what her name is, chat, but she shall be referred to as Spider Monkey. Because I don't know what her name is, because she's constantly fucking jumping around and beating the shit out of Chris Tucker, chat, and it is hilarious. Every time it happens, he's like, ah! He's always screaming, chat. I just love it. She's my Spider Monkey. And so Spider Monkey, chat, she has a package, and she's walking, she just strolls right in to the American embassy and consulate. And apparently, chat, when you're in Hong Kong, no one checks any fucking boxes. So she just goes right through, goes through a metal detector. It's like, what the fuck? What's in that box? I don't know. But she goes in there, she gives it to the secretary and says, here you go. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, have a nice day. And then she leaves, chat. She's walking outside the embassy and the consulate. And then, ba-boom! The top, 3 or 4 floors of the consulate explode, chat. And she immediately turns to this guy, this poor garbage man. It's like, oh, my God. He's like, I think someone should call the police. And it's like, shit, chat. When we get the fucking logo, Rush Hour 2, we know the threat. Spider Monkey is blowing up American buildings in Hong Kong. I don't fucking like it. I don't like it, chat, but that doesn't matter right now, because then we cut, and we're in the car with Jackie Chan, chat, Detective Lee, and Chris Tucker, chat, Detective Carter, chat. This takes place only, I think, like a couple weeks. I think it's only 2 weeks after the events of the original film. Even though about 3 years separate the movies, it's about only a couple weeks after. Chat. I always kind of like that. It's like, oh yeah, we've been hanging out for that time after we fucking kicked Tom Wilkinson's ass. Remember when Tom Wilkinson, he fell down that building, chat, and hit that fucking pool? And he exploded like a hot water balloon, Chad. You just saw Tom Wilkinson's insides became his outsides. It was a nightmare. I couldn't believe it. But they're hanging out and just driving through Hong Kong, Chad, and they're grooving, they're dancing to the Beach Boys, Chad. Apparently Jackie Chan's a big Beach Boys fan, and so is Chris Tucker. They're having a great time. But suddenly they pull up at a red light, chat, and who do we see? We see two very attractive Chinese women, chat. Two very attractive Hong Kong natives. And Chris Tucker, he's been practicing, I guess, his Mandarin, not Chinese, chat, his Mandarin. And so he pulls out his little book, his little translation book, and he attempts to woo these ladies, chat. Like anytime there's a woman on screen, he's constantly just fucking lusting, which I thought was kind of like, okay, this has not aged well. Anytime, even if you're in a professional setting, he's like, hey, how you doing, baby? And he just starts dancing all of a sudden, chat, like moving and grooving. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. We're in a fucking police precinct. Now is not the time to get, start jerking all over the place. Stop it. Relax, Chris Tucker. He's just fucking horny. He's really horny, chat. But he starts speaking Mandarin, chat, and these ladies are like, they just fucking drive away. And he's like, what the hell? Jackie Chan, what the hell? And Jackie Chan's like, well, listen, you said certain things to them that they didn't appreciate. He's like, what the hell did I say? And he said, well, you said that you wanted to get naked and have them sacrifice a small baby goat in your honor. Well, what did I say was goat? And it's like, he gets very mad. He gets very upset. And he's looking at his little book. She's looking at his little book. And they continue driving, and Chris Tucker's like, God damn, man, I just want to have some fun. It's like every time, all entire time, we've just been working on your cases ever since we got back from we've flown from L.A., and we killed Tom Wilkinson, okay, and killed Juntao. And so I just want to have some fun. He's like, we're going to have some fun, don't worry. But all of a sudden, Chad, Jackie Chan, he gets a little ring-a-ding-ding from his boss, okay? Is the chief, chat, of the Hong Kong police force, and he says, hey, listen, fucking Ricky Tan, he's involved in some illegal Triad stuff. There's some crazy shit going down with the Triad. There's some big business, and his life might be threatened, and then other people's lives might be threatened. We think he's gonna be at this club. We know that you have a personal connection, because as we all know, your father was an ex-partner of Ricky Tan when Ricky Tan was on the force, before he left and joined the Triads and formed his own secret criminal enterprise. And Jackie Chan's like, no problem. And he's speaking all this in Chinese. And Chris Tucker's like, fuck, I can't understand you. And so then he hangs up the phone, and he's like, who is that? You just didn't accept another assignment. He says, no, we're going to go to a bar. We're going to go to a fucking bar. He's like, yeah, we're going to meet some girls. It's a karaoke bar. They're very popular in Hong Kong, which is true, Chad. I've recently played Sleeping Dogs, and fuck, man, they love karaoke. And Chris Tucker's like, okay, that sounds good. And so they drive to the karaoke bar, chat. They all get out, and they go inside, and Chris Tucker's like, woo, he just likes it, Chad. He likes it, likes the feel of it, and, this person's like, okay, I'll go ahead and get you some drinks. You go ahead and sit down, but Jackie Chan's like, I gotta start infiltrating, so Chris Tucker, you go ahead and watch the karaoke, maybe participate, but just be sure to keep a low profile. It's like, how can I keep a low profile? I'm 2 feet taller than everyone in this country, and I'm black. He says that a lot in the movie. I'm black. He says it a lot, Chad. And so, it is kind of hard for him to keep a low profile. While Jackie Chan, he attempts to infiltrate the bar. He goes in the back, and he's like, oh, he found all the various Triad gangstership. He's like, oh, fucking shit. And they go like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm looking for the bathroom. They go, it's down there. And he sees the spider monkey woman, Chad. He saw the spider monkey woman, and she's like, ooh, I know she's bad. I know she's really bad, so I'm going to make sure she doesn't leave the bar. Because that's like Ricky Tan's number 2, chat. It's his henchwoman. But then we cut to Chris Tucker, and he's watching a Hong Kong native, chat, a Chinese man just completely bomb at the karaoke, just saying boo, boo, and everyone starts laughing and stuff. And he's like, all right, fucking, let's get a black man up in here, give you guys some soul. And he starts saying, chat, all that. He kicking ass, chat. He's doing a goddamn great job. Same Michael Jackson. He's fucking nailing it. All the ladies just start going up there, start dancing with him. He's like, woo, yeah. And all the guys, all the Triad gangsters just like staring at him. It's like, this motherfucker. And he's trying to get them to dance too. Like, no. No, we don't want you to dance. Absolutely not. But he's doing all the, I love men. Chris Tucker does a fantastic Michael Jackson impression, Chad. He's got all the moves now. It's very funny. It's very funny. And eventually, but, Jackie Chan, because it has like, what was that loud screeching noise? Of course it's Chris Tucker. And he's like, stop. He goes behind the stage, he's like, come here. And Chris Tucker's like, oh, I'm back, everybody. You keep dancing now. Whoa, you look good, girl. Jackie, what do you want, man? Come up here. We're gonna have some fun. He's like, no, you're making a big fucking scene, okay? You're not keeping a low profile. No, I can't keep a low profile. And it's like, listen, this is a gangster bar, okay? It's a gangster bar. I'm looking for this guy named Ricky Tan. And Chris Tucker's like, you fucking told me that we're just gonna have fun. You accept another assignment, didn't you? When you were talking to that guy on the phone, you accepted another motherfucking assignment. God damn it, Jackie. God damn it. And he says, listen, I'm just trying to talk to some of these guys. I just need to get some details when we leave. He's like, no, give me your fucking badge. He's like, well, no. He's no, give me my badge. He takes Jackie Chan's badge and he starts walking on the fucking stage, and he starts like, get out of here, girl. And he's like, all right, everyone. I am a member of the LAPD, and this is what I want to know. I'm looking for Ricky Tan. And what I need to do is we need to separate all of you so I can question you individually. All the very sexy and beautiful women on the right side of the room, and all of the ugly women and triads on the left side of the room. And no one is like, oh, don't understand you. And he's like, now translate, Jackie, translate that for me. And Jackie's like, he just wants all the women on the right side of the room and all the men on the left side of the room. And they're like, what? And he's like, okay, I see you all playing. He's like, okay, let me fucking spell this out to you. Where the hell is Ricky Tan, okay? Jackie's looking for him right now. I need to find him, okay? I want to have a fucking goddamn location. I want to have a vacation, and I want to enjoy it at this location, goddamn it. All right, Jackie, translate. And Jackie's just like, I'm sorry, my friend, he's quite drunk, and he's American after all. And they go, ha, 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 ha. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. It's a big goddamn joke. He keeps fucking going off in typical Chris Tucker fashion, chat. But then we see in the background the Triads come out along with the Spider Monkey lady. And they're like, oh, shit. And they fucking take off. And Jackie's like, God damn it. And Jackie, he just runs out after them. And Chris Tucker's like, no, Jackie, where you going? Ah, shit. And so he throws the thing down. And they start punching. Then we cut outside, chat. We're like in this Hong Kong bazaar. And the Spider Monkey lady, chat, like they don't know what to go. She goes, we're going to go fucking up. And they start climbing this like bamboo, like giant ladder, chat, all across the side of this building. Hence why I call her Spider Monkey Lady, chat, because her intuition is not to run right, not to run left, not to run forward, is to run up like a spider monkey. And then Jackie Chan sees, and we get like a really cool fucking stunt where he just runs up one of the bamboo stalks and just starts climbing and shit, and he goes after them, chat. And Chris Tucker, he's like, Jackie, fuck. And he starts climbing, chat, but then this one guy goes, oh, and he just hits the fucking concrete, chat. He explodes. His insides, they burst out of him. And Chris Tucker's like, hell no. Not gonna fucking do that. No, Jack, I'm gonna take the goddamn stairs. And so he takes the stairs, chat, as we get a really amazing scene. Like, it really holds up. Like, the choreography, all the fighting. I was like, man, this is really good. Like, I don't really have that many criticisms of it. Even the stuff where they have Chris Tucker doing it, he sells it. He's really funny in the scenes, and it works. It's like, oh, I actually felt that punch. It was fun. I don't really have the criticism of any of the action scene in this movie. It holds up very well. And so Jackie Chan, he's just climbing up these bamboo like ladder chutes, and while fighting all these guys using his drunken style, he's going inside people's apartments, getting thrown around and stuff. Hitting people, they're fucking falling out, and they're, getting impaled via bamboo and shit. It's like, oh my God. And he's always doing the, I'm sorry. He's doing the Jackie Chan thing where he's always apologizing while fighting someone, which I think is very funny. Witness me! Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Xara Gaming, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing very well. Good, sir. Currently in the middle of my review for Rush Hour 2. Jackie Chan's kicking ass, and Chris Tucker's walking up some stairs. Because as Jackie Chan, he continues to fight up there, chat, we cut to Jackie Chan, we cut to Carter, chat. We cut to Chris Tucker as he's cutting up these goddamn stairs. And he's passing by all these Chinese people. He's like, excuse me. And they're like, get out of my fucking way, Kobe. But he doesn't understand the Mandarin, so he's like, he doesn't understand. I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Kobe Bryant, but I was like, he's just, continues to run up there, and he's just going, just getting exhausted. As Jackie Chan is getting his ass kicked up, he's climbing up this, bamboo ladder. Eventually he gets to the top, but oh no, the spider monkey lady's there, chat. And she has a big old bamboo pole, and she fucking just whacks him with it. He's like, oh! And he falls over, chat, but he grabs one of the bamboo stalks, is right at the top, and he's hanging for fucking dear life. But then, right before the spider monkey lady, chat, before she's a rat, it's racism, okay? Not all black people look like Kobe Bryant, chat, okay? Racism. And so, right before she's about to stab Jackie Chan right in the face with the bamboo stalk, she hears, he hears Chris Tucker coming, chat. You hear him before you fucking see him. And he bursts through the goddamn door like the Kool-Aid man if he was screeching, chat. And he runs, and she's like, well, shit, she takes cover. And he's like, Jackie, where are you? And Jackie Chan's like, Chris Tucker, I'm over here. Chris, I'm over here. And he's like, Jackie, why the hell you fucking hang on that bamboo pole? And he's like, just help me. Just fucking help me. He's like, all right, man, all right. And he grabs some wires. And Jackie Chan, he sees the spider monkey lady coming up behind him. He's like, Tucker, watch out. He's like, what? Watch out. What? And then we get one of my favorite Chris Tucker squeals ever when she hits him in the ass of the bamboo pole. He goes, hey! And he falls fucking forward and onto the bamboo pole too. And he's like, oh, I'm going to leave you two lovers alone. And she fucking takes off. And Chris Tucker's like, God damn it, Jackie, why didn't you tell me she was behind me? I did told you. No, you didn't say nothing. I said behind you. I don't understand the words you coming out of your goddamn mouth, Jackie. And so, but oh no. Because they're like hanging, and Chris Tucker's panicking. He's like, Jackie, how strong is bamboo? Are we going to be okay? He goes, Chinese bamboo is very strong. We'll be fucking great. But then, Chad, it starts to give. There's too much thickness, Chad. There's too much Asian and black thickness on the bamboo shoot. And that thing starts to go, Chad. They go, and it's a really cool fucking scene how this thing, it falls. Because they fall and they go forward and they're falling down like straight, and then Chris Tucker, he lets go and he grabs Jackie Chan's legs. He's like, oh god, he's like, Jackie Chan's like, let go, fucking let go. It's like, oh, this is fucking shit. And actually they fall to the ground, chat, where Chris Tucker gets two chopsticks right up his fucking ass, chat, right up his crack right there. And then we cut. It's the next day, or not, I guess it is kind of the next day, and Chris Tucker's is fucking miserable. He is pissed off about what's going on. He's like, God damn it, Jackie, I have to look. They're in the car, they're all disheveled looking, he's like, I had to get these chopsticks out my ass, Jackie. And he's like, I'm sorry, I was on assignment, it means a lot to me to do this thing. It's like, well, God damn it, man, well, tell me next time, don't keep me in the fucking dark the entire time, thank you. Ooh, who we got here, chat? Grunge Breath with a follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome to stream. It's like, Jackie, tell me when we're on assignment, okay? I don't want to be manipulated again. He's like, don't worry. Listen, I'm going to take you to a very nice place. It's a massage parlor. You're going to absolutely fucking love. He's like, a massage parlor? He's like, yeah, you're going to get he's like, I'm good. I'm going to get a hot tea bath and a massage right now. Let's go. And so then, as they're, they're fucking walking out, to the massage parlor, that fucking opens up. And again, Chris Tucker, as soon as he sees like the Major D, chat, the person, the receptionist who's telling him like, oh yeah, we can get you all this. If he starts lusting after, he starts like grabbing her. Jackie Chan's like, fucking stop touching all the women. Stop doing that. And he's like, do you have like hot girls? You got hot girls here that can give me like a nice massage? Because I'm a little sore. I'm a little tense right now. She goes, we have many hot girls. We have many hot girls for you. And so then, oh, that's the thing. He also offers to pay. And Jackie's like, no, Chris Tucker, no. He's like, no, Jack, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, Jack. I'm going to get you. I'm making the big money now. I got top billing this week. Chris Tucker gets top billing in this movie, by the way. B Duke City Pixel, thank you for the 100 biddies and welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. Currently in the middle of my review for Rush Hour 2. Chris Tucker is going to pick from a smorgasbord of hot Asian women. And so really she's the madam, chat. The madam, she presses a button on the wall, and this curtain reveals all of these big bosomed ladies. And Chris Tucker's like, oh my God, it's like a buffet. And he's just enjoying himself, chat. He's just enjoying himself. And he just starts, he's like, I don't know what, she's like, well, who would you want to give you a massage? And he's like, well, I might need like a couple extra girls or something because I'm really tense, I'm really sore. And he, like, do you see this one girl that goes, And he's like, that one. I need that one right there. That one with the big boobs. And I also need that one, the pink. I also need that one, the back of the purple. And I need her. I need her. She looks very good in that black. And they're like, oh, yeah, of course. She's good at feet. She's very good at feet. He's like, nice. I need a good foot rub. And Jackie Chan's like, what's wrong with you? Just pick one. He's like, God damn it, Jackie Chan. Don't get in front of a black man in front of a buffet line, okay? I'm not, Jesus, I don't want to do that right now. And he's like, and he picks all his women. And eventually, he's in the massage chair, Chad. He has like 6 ladies touching various parts of his body, Chad. And he's talking about how, you know, it's like, I just beat the shit out of some triads today, took on about fucking 20 of them, right? And it's like, hey, do you want to come back with me to America? Like they can't fucking understand him. And he goes to Jackie, says, hey, Jackie, listen, man. Sorry for saying all that stuff about you. You really came through. This is really nice. This is exactly what I needed. He's like, no, I'm happy to help you. I have to help you. But oh no, Chad, who do we see fucking walk in the massage parlor too? Sitting up only a couple seats ahead of him? Bits for that buffet. Thank you, Pat Shields, for the 15 biddies. Appreciate that. There's a lot of cancellations in this movie. The amount of lusting that Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan do for the women in this film, Chad. But who do we see fucking walk in the massage parlor, Chad? Just sitting a couple chairs ahead of him, couple recliners ahead of them. Ricky fucking Tan. And Jackie Chan's like, oh shit, I gotta go talk to Ricky Tan. He's like, Ricky Tan, what do you mean Ricky Tan? Are you telling me this is another mission? He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, you lied to me again. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to go talk to him. I'm going to go talk to him right now. He's like, no, don't do that. He's like, no, I'm going to fucking talk to him, okay? I'm going to end this right now. And so he goes over and he wants to talk to Ricky Tan, Chad, this big Triad boss. And he's like, Ricky Tan, come on, get your fucking little ass up. We got to go down the station. We got to talk. And he's like, excuse me, who are you? And he goes, my name is Agent Carter, okay? LAPD, motherfucker. And he goes, oh, yes, you're the funny little friend of Detective Lee, of Jackie Chan. He's like, I am not his funny little friend. And he says, get your ass up. He's like, well, I'm quite busy right now. And he's working on a laptop, chat. And he just grabs his fucking laptop. He's like, oh, you're busy with this? And he just slams it on the ground, starts stomping on it. And then all the guys, Shed, who was in every single chair other than Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, all get up. And they're all about to fucking kill him. Jackie Chan's like, oh, fucking shit. But Chris Tucker has no idea because his back is turned. And eventually, Jackie Chan's like, oh, Ricky, Mr. Tan. And he goes, oh, Jack. And they all fucking sit down, they relax. He goes, listen. I'm sorry. I wanted you to come into the station, just ask you some questions. He's like, you want me to come into the police station and really think I would actually do something like that? Jackie, I expected more of you, especially everything that I did with your father back in the day. And Chris Tucker's like, what the hell is he saying? What the hell is he talking about? You know, he doesn't understand the Chinese chat. And, you know, he's like, listen, I'm going to get going, and I guess my boys here will be happy to take care of you. And he fucking leaves, and then all the guys stand up, and Chris Tucker's like, god damn it. And we get another wonderful choreographed fight sequence, Chad. This time with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. And Chris Tucker holds his own. Like, it really holds up. Mostly, you know, Chris Tucker's going, ah! He's screaming a whole lot, Chad, as he does. Every time he throws a punch, Chad, he has 2 Chris Tucker screeches and or squeals mixed into the choreography. But it makes it effective. And they're doing all of this great. Like, Jackie Chan's using fucking potted plants, bashing people over the head with them. He's, you know, flipping over the recliners, chat. You know, Chris Tucker's helping out, making him do all crazy flips and stuff, taking out all these guys. You know, and you know, Chris Tucker's kind of like a brawler in this scene. He's punching all these. It all works really well. And they're doing these fucking, they're doing these great little team combo moves. But because there's so many guys, they get a little confused. And at one point, Chris Tucker goes, bah, right into Jackie Chan's face. And he's like, oh, Tucker, why? Carter. He's like, I'm sorry, man. All y'all look alike. Racism. Racism on both sides, yeah. But it's fucking, I'm sorry. Is it dated humor? Yes. Yes, it is. But it's really funny. Divine Miss Klein, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. Woo! Good to see you. Good to see you. And so they continue to kick all these guys' asses, chat. They don't stand a chance against the combined forces, chat, of the fastest hands of the East and the fastest, loudest mouth of the West, chat. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are in unison, and they whoop all these guys' asses, chat. And they do this cute little, like, kind of bro, like, yeah, wah. And they're like the Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball Z, chat, all of a sudden. And they're like, turn to fight some more guys, and like a ton of fucking triads just come in, and like, oh, fuck. And then, chat, hard cut. We are in the middle of the highway somewhere in Hong Kong, chat, where they force a naked Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan out of a car, chat. Fucking just nothing covering them, chat. Just balls and peen, plain fucking view. Plain view, chat. Also, Chris Tucker makes a joke about one guy's very small dick during the fight. I don't understand why you're mad. And he slaps him. He hits him. He does like that towel whip thing. Towel, like he winds the towel up, chat, and he hits him right in the peen and balls, chat. Probably just exploded it right in his crotch. It's like, oh my God, the pain that man probably felt, chat. It was very aggressive. But they are now taking the highway. They're forced down the highway, chat, fully naked. Jackie Chan manages to find some newspaper to cover the, the good Jackie Chan goods. While Chris Tucker, he also gets these garbage pail lids to cover his balls and peen and ass, chat, as they run through downtown Hong Kong, chat, going to the station. They got to find some new clothes. And at this point, they get to the station, and Jackie Chan's boss at this point, oh, that's the thing. Jackie Chan's boss, the chief of the Hong Kong police force, chat, he's talking to the head of the U.S. Secret Service, who is also pursuing Ricky Tan. And he says, listen, I really don't want the Hong Kong police involved. This is an international incident right now. This person is attacking American embassies and consulates. This is serious. And, but then, the police chief's like, listen, no, Jackie Chan, he's my best detective. He will be an invaluable resource. And fucking we see Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker just come into the police precinct, just fully naked. And Chris Tucker's like, God damn it, man. And the head of the Secret Service is like, who was that? And the police chief's like, that was Jackie Chan. And he goes, oh, we then cut to the dressing room, chat, to the locker room, where Chris Tucker is just laying into Jackie Chan, how you're fucking lying to me the whole time. You're not being honest. I just came here for a fucking vacation. Jackie Chan saying, listen, you don't understand. This case means a lot to me. It's connected with my father. He's like, I don't give a fuck about your daddy. And it's like, fuck you, Chris Tucker. I hate you. And it's like, we're no longer friends anymore. And they're like, well, you know what? You got to cool off, man. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to take your small little fucking baby pants that I'm wearing. I'm going to walk my ass out. And, he's still doing stuff. But then the police chief comes in, and he's like, Jackie Chan, the head of the American Secret Service, wants to talk to you about something. He's like, okay, shit. And so they go in there. And the American Secret Service guy, he's like, listen, Jackie Chan, the bombing on the consulate, it wasn't just 3 staff members that were killed. There were actually 3 Secret Service agents, okay? And so that's why this is very serious. They're investigating the Triad, specifically the nefarious dealings of one Ricky Tan. And Jackie Chan's like, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm happy to help you. And the head of the Secret Service is like, the thing that you can do that will help us is to stay the fuck out of our way, okay? And Jackie Chan's like, okay. And he's not going to do that. She's not going to do that. Meanwhile, chat, while this conversation is going on between the police chief, Jackie Chan, and the very angry Secret Service representative, chat, we see Spider Monkey Girl, chat. She is delivering a package to the Chinese police precinct, chat. And she passes by Chris Tucker, who's instantly just trying to grab her ass, chat, and just doing, oh, hey, girl, hey, babe, how you doing? How you doing? Just constantly dancing. And she kind of looks at him like, with just abhorrent disgust. Just like, oh. And he's like, hey, girl, come on, let's party. Let's dance, come on. And she leaves. He's like, the hell with you. And he walks out. But she leaves the parcel in the locker room, chat, and then she leaves. And then Jackie Chan, oh, that's the thing. And then as Carter's walking out, as Chris Tucker's walking out, puts his hand in his pocket, and you realize he's wearing Jackie Chan's pants, and he comes up with this big fucking wad of cash. He's like, thank you, Lee, thank you. He's going to spend all of his goddamn money, Chad. Probably should have asked him first, but at this point, he's mad at him, so he's going to spend his cash. And he continues to walk. Meanwhile, Jackie Chan, he kind of feels bad for yelling at Chris Tucker, saying that you're no longer my friend. He goes back to the locker room, and boom! The locker room explodes, Chad. The locker room explodes. Jackie Chan is knocked back. A couple people are incinerated in the fucking blast, Chad. They're like, oh, they're burning. Horrific third-degree burns, Chad, all across their backs and faces. Like, oh my God. But he's like, nah, he's all concussed. Eventually he comes to, and he's like, oh no, fucking Chris Tucker, no, he's so sad. The thing that would have tipped him off, though, chat, there was no way Chris Tucker could have been in that room, because you would have fucking heard him, hey man, I'm on fire, hey, he would have been screeching and squealing the entire goddamn time, all right? So there's no way that he died. And they're fucking doing, like, autopsies on the body. You would find out which one was Chris Tucker, which was not Chris Tucker. It would be very obvious. Oh, Lord. But then, after that chat, we, because, fucking Jackie Chan, he's sad about the whole situation. And the police chief is like, I'm sorry, Jackie Chan. And he's like, he just wanted some pussy. That's all he wanted, which I'm like, oh, come on. Jesus. Mushu. They call it Mushu, chat, but he wanted some sex. That's what he wanted. And they're like, oh, okay. That's what defines Chris Tucker's character in this movie. Eventually, though, Chad, we cut back to Chris Tucker because he realizes he left his passport at the massage parlor and he doesn't know where the fuck he is. He doesn't know where to get to, so he's constantly talking to Hong Kong natives. And they're like, we don't speak your language, tall black man. But eventually, Chad, he goes to like this little shop right there. Cheap suits. He's like, get cheap suit? Yeah, I'll buy a cheap suit. And he's wearing this ridiculous black and gold Chinese garb. And he continues on his way, chat, and he sees this this kind of wet, like this, it's the wet market, the wet bazaar, chat, where we see this lady, she's like, cutting up chickens and stuff, and he goes over to talk to her. He's like, hey, do you know where the massage parlor is? And she's like, you want chicken, you black, you chicken. And she's like, no, I don't want no chicken, no. It's like racism again. And she takes out a live chicken, chat, and she shows its ass to him and goes, she blows on its asshole. He's like, what the hell are you doing? And she's like, oh, you want it dead, you want it deep fried, right? And he's like, no. Bad Jules, thank you for the 5 minutes. Cheap suits, how cheap? Cheap as hell? Goddamn right they are. Good to see you, Bad Jules. Hope you and Katie are doing very well. She's about to fucking cut this chicken's head off, chat. She has the meat cleaver and everything. And he's like, stop it. No, don't kill the chicken. Don't kill the chicken. And she's like, He's like, no. And he pulls out his guns like, don't shoot. Don't kill the chicken or I will shoot you. I'll shoot. Give me the chicken. And so then he's just walking around town, this fucking chicken, the whole time in this really terrible cheap suit. But eventually, Chad, he spots that motherfucker, Ricky Tan, leaving the massage bar. He's like, oh, there he is. And he goes inside of a taxi cab. He's like, hey, man, fucking Chase, go after that guy. And the taxi cab's guy's like, I don't understand what you're saying. And he's like, God damn, he's like, oh, fuck. Here. And he shows the money. He's like, now you're speaking my language. He's like, yeah, I know. Money is the ultimate language. Now fucking move, motherfucker, move. And so he chases after Ricky Tan, Chad. Meanwhile, we cut to this big fucking lavish yacht, chat, right off the coast of Hong Kong, chat. It's right there. It's huge. And apparently, Jackie Chan, he's all feeling sorry for himself, Chad. He's driving around, but he gets a call from his police chief, and he tells him, listen, fucking Ricky Tan's gonna have a big goddamn shindig on his yacht today off the coast of Hong Kong. You should go and infiltrate it using your Jackie Chan abilities. He's like, fuck yeah, I will. I gotta get revenge for the death of Chris Tucker. And so he goes there. Eventually, Chris Tucker, he pulls up to the boat, chat. He gets out of the taxi. He tells the taxi cab man, he's like, listen, I gave you all that money. You wait here, okay? I'll be right back. You wait here. And the guy goes, yeah, I'll wait right here. And he's like, cool. And as soon as he like lifts himself up in the window, the guy goes, fuck you, and just drives away. He's like, hey, motherfucker, hey. I love it. And eventually, he boards the boat, chat. He boards the boat, and he starts schmoozing with all the people, chat. Because he can't help himself. He's like constantly lusting. And he sees this very beautiful woman, chat, Isabella. She works in, I forget what's her specific job in the movie. She's just hot. She's hot, chat. I believe she is, let's see here. What's her specific position in the film? She's like some, like trade advisor, chat. No, I know the actress is Rosalind Sanchez. She plays Isabella Molina in the film. I just want to know like her specific position in the movie is. I believe like she's like custom. She's a custom agent. That's what she is. She's a customs agent, chat. And Chris Tucker, he sees the beautiful Isabella Molina, chat, and he goes over and he starts schmoozing. He's like, I just want you to know that you can have any free drink at the bar right here. And she goes, oh, are you paying? He's like, no, girl, this is my boat. This is my yacht. And she goes, really? This is your yacht? She goes, yeah, girl, yeah. You having a nice time? She goes, I thought that this yacht was owned by someone else. He's like, no. And she goes, okay, what happens to be the name of your yacht? And he goes, it's the Minnow Carter. It's called the Minnow Carter. And she goes, really? Because on the fucking back of it said the Red Dragon. And he goes, really? Red Dragon? Really? And she goes, yeah, I would know because this is my fucking friend's yacht. And she goes, no. And then, Chad, we see this old white man walk over, Chad. And I don't know what his name is, but I'm going to call him Mr. Zumblafoo. Mr. Zumblafoo walks over, chat. He's like, and Chris Tucker has a reaction. He says, oh, you're Mr. Zumblafoo. You own half of L.A. Indeed, I do. I also own this ass you see right here. And they go, ha, 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 ha. Yes, indeed. And so he's like, well, you fucking enjoy the party. Isabella and I are going to go smooch. He's like, cool, man, cool. That sounds good. But he's like, Mr. Zumblafoo, he's on a yacht owned by a Triad chat, by a Triad gangster. There's something crooked about that bullshit. He doesn't trust him. He doesn't trust Mr. Zumblafoo chat. But then we cut to Jackie Chan, who is not, who's a little more subtle than Chris Tucker chat. He doesn't just barge his way in and claim to own the yacht. This is a really cool scene where he's off the coast, like on the dock, but he grabs this little, container chat where he puts his feet into. It's like a cooler. He takes the top off, puts his feet into it, and he goes off the edge, and he's floating while holding on to one of the wires connecting the boat to the dock, chat, and he's pulling himself forward, which I think is really cool. He's like, ooh, it looks like it's hard to do. And eventually he gets there, chat. And he gets on board, and he spots a guard, and he goes over to him, and he punches him in the face. And he puts the emergency life preserver on him, and starts choking the shit out of him. He's like, who the fuck, where's the bomber? I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, a fucking detective died today. My best black friend died today. And he's like crying and shit. And then Chris Tucker hears the commotion. He goes down, and he's like, Jackie, who died? Who's dead? He's like, you died. You, detective, you die? He's like, no, you. He's like, what do you say? He's like, don't you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Man, nobody understands the words coming out of your mouth, man. And then eventually, all the other guards show up because these two are fucking yelling at each other. And, fuck, Chris Tucker's like, He's like, he's old Kung Fu style. And he's like, Mr. Tan will see you now. And so then they're taken to the inner domain, Chad, of Mr. Tan. And they see Mr. Tan. He is dressing. He is addressing his henchwoman, chat, Spider Monkey. And he's just like, he's very upset with the things that she's been pulling, though, chat, like attacking the police station. That was not sanctioned. Went against his orders. He's very upset. And he sends Spider Monkey Girl away. And she's like, ooh, and she sees Jackie Chan. She sees Chris Tucker. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill you, Chris Tucker. He's like, geez, girl. Eventually, Ricky Tan's like, I just want to speak with Jackie Chan alone. And Chris Tucker's like, fuck that, man. I'm going to stay here. Jackie Chan's like, don't worry, Chris Tucker. I got this. All right, man. I'm going to have a drink. I got your back, Jackie Chan. And so then Ricky Tan, Jackie Chan, they start talking. Ricky Tan's like, listen, man, there's a Triad war going on right now, and it looks like I'm going to be on the losing end. And there's powers at play at which you cannot possibly imagine, all right? There's so much influence going on, and I can't control it. My own men won't even accept my own orders. My favorite henchwoman, Spider Monkey, is clearly going to betray me. I need your help. I would have come to your father if he was still alive and he didn't die tragically in that bullet to the head accident that I was in no way involved in. And he's like, well, sure, we can get you to the police station. We can have you in there and interview and get you in police protection. He goes, excellent. But oh no, chat, because the fucking doors of the boat open, chat, right out in the back. And who is it, chat? Spider Monkey. And Ricky Tan's like, Spider Monkey, no! And Spider Monkey just unloads on Ricky Tan. He goes, and he falls into the water, chat. He's like, he's drowning. Jackie Chan's like, holy shit. And he chases after Spider Monkey on the rest of these people, chat. As all this crazy shenanigans and shooting happens. While during all this, chat, because, Chris Tucker, he can't really fight all that well. But you know what he does observe, chat? You know what he does? He has that keen insight, chat. And he sees Mr. Zumblafoo from earlier, chat, just looking at all the shooting and not panicking and all. He's like, that is very, very suspicious. Very fucking suspicious that white man is not panicking, chat. And he's like, But eventually, chat, the yacht is then moored to the dock. And, you have the Secret Service guy coming there. The rest of the Chinese police come there. And they're very upset. The head of the Secret Service is like, fuck it. Jesus Christ, you're in so much trouble, Jackie Chan. In so much trouble, Chris Tucker. Oh, we're going to throw the book at you. They never throw the book at him. And he says, you're being put on administrative leave, even though he doesn't have any authority with that. And you, Chris Tucker, are going back to L.A. And Chris Tucker's like, good, man. I want to go back to fucking L.A. I haven't been able to relax since I got here. And at this point, you know, the Jackie Chan's boss is like, I'm sorry, Jackie Chan, that's how it has to be. He's like, I know. Then he's like, we'll go ahead and escort Chris Tucker back to the airport. He's like, no, I'll happily escort Chris Tucker back to the airport, get him on the plane to L.A. And they're like, cool. And then we have these 2 Chinese guards that kind of like grab Chris Tucker. He's like, get your hands off me. He's very upset. And they're like, oh. Eventually they go to the airport. And Chris Tucker at that point is like, listen, man, there's some shenanigans going down. Jackie Chan is like, I agree. Like, Ricky Tanny was involved with my father. He knew my father right before he died. Apparently, he was with him. And now he lost that part of it, that connection to my father. It's complicated. It's like, man, there's some crazy shit. We're going to go to L.A. because we know that these fucking guys, the Zumblafoo, I don't trust Zumblafoo. He's like, I'll tell you more. Let's go on the fucking plane. So they board the fucking plane, chat. And Jackie Chan is like, so what's up? What's up with Mr. Zumblafoo? And he's like, Mr. Zumblafoo, you notice that he didn't fucking panic at all. As we all know, white people, as soon as the shooting starts, they start fucking panicking and screaming, going, ah! And Jackie Chan's like, shush. And it's like, all right, I know the whites. Okay? It's not like us black people. We are fucking cool, man. We are cool as a cucumber when the crazy shit happens. And Jackie Chan's like, nah, man, no, Asians, we're even cooler than you. And it's like, nah, man, I've seen those fucking Godzilla movies. I see how you guys are tripping when Gojira comes stomping around. Gojira! Which I love that. It's so fucking funny. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a little racist, but it's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. It's really fucking funny. And then it's like, Gojira, hey! It's like, that's Japan. It's not China. It doesn't matter. I feel like an improv almost. Eventually, though, they bring Chris Tucker's kosher meal. He's like, lox and bagels, my favorite. Can't wait to eat it. And then we cut, chat, and we are in L.A. And they have infiltrated the hotel of Mr. Zumblafoo, chat. And they're watching his penthouse from afar. And they see Mr. Zumblafoo. He's like, he's a very, very fat white man. He's like, and he waddles out, and they're like, hey, he's like, Chris Tucker's watching. I'm watching his fat white ass just, walk around. But then all of a sudden, chat, who do we see? We see Isabella. We see the customs agent Isabella. She's also there with him. Thank you, Cleveland's 50 Bitties. But like, never know, happy to have you, Cleveland. Whether you're here the first minute, the last minute, the first hour, the entire time. Happy to have you here no matter what. Hope you're doing great. Gefilte fish indeed. Welcome, Glean. Thank you for the 250 biddies. And so eventually, they see Mr. Zumblafoo because they're exchanging the little telescope thing they're looking out of. They see Mr. Zumblafoo leave the room. And Chris Tucker's like, oh, he'll come back. And Jackie's like, how do you know? He's like, do you see fucking Isabella? You see that ass? You see that bosom? That woman is fine. That man's going to come back for that. No doubt about it. And he's like, here, you watch. I've been watching all goddamn day. And so Jackie Chan just starts watching. And he's like, Chris Tucker, he's getting all cuddly in the bed. He's like, got the covers up. He's like, you let me know if you see anything. And Jackie Chan's like, yeah, no problem. But then, chat, we see Isabella. She starts just taking all her clothes off, chat. And Jackie Chan's like, oh. And it's like, I never want to hear Jackie Chan do those voices. No, thank you. I don't want those sounds to come out of Jackie Chan's mouth. And he's like, oh, so hot. Chris Tucker's like, what is it? What are you saying, man? Nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just watching her. He's like, what you doing, man? She's like, she's just, walking around, not doing much. And she like takes off her top, chat. And then she just throws it on the ground, and she goes to the fucking bedroom, and then she just starts to take her goddamn pants off. She's like, oh. He's like, what the hell are you doing, man? What the hell? He's like, she's taking her clothes off. He goes, what? She's taking her clothes. Give me that, motherfucker. He just starts. He's like, no, it's not right. He's like, yeah. Now it's not right. Now you got found out. And he's like watching. He goes, God damn, this girl is sexy as hell. And he even notices, ooh, black panties, black bra, Victoria's Secret, a spring issue. He knows all the details. Page 27, like everything. Apparently, he has jerked off to many pages of Victoria's Secret for quite some time, chat. And he's like, oh, she got a cute little tattoo. She got looks like Snoopy. And Jackie Chan's like, I like Snoopy. He's like, I like fucking Snoopy too. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking. But then all of a sudden, the doorbell goes off, and she goes back to the living room area. She opens the door, and who do we see, chat? Spider Monkey is there, and Chris Tucker's like, it's that fucking Spider Monkey girl, and she has a package. It's the same one that she brought to the fucking police maker. He's like, oh, it's a bomb, and they fucking panic, chat. They get dressed up, and they run over to the other side of the hotel, chat. because they gotta save Isabella Zumblafoo. And they fucking go in there, chat. They fucking climb all the way stairs, and they get to the goddamn door. He's like, no time to knock. Jackie, kick the goddamn door. Jackie just, like a Kool-Aid man, chat. And he go, and they run in there, and she's like, ooh! She's freaking out, and they grab the package. He's like, get out of here, girl, get out of here! And they start running, chat. They start running up to the fucking roof. And Jackie Chan's like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. They get to the rooftop. And Jackie's like, what do I do with it? What do I do? He's like, fucking throw it, man. Throw it off the roof. And he's like, oh, there's people down there. There's people down there. Fuck those people, man. Fuck them. He's like, what am I supposed to do? And he just throws it a little bit, and they take fucking cover, chat. And eventually, Isabella, she just struts up there. She goes, okay, fucking relax. What the hell is going on? It's like, no. And she takes the bag. She's like, it's fine. It's fine. She opens it up, and it's just fucking cash, chat. It's just millions of fucking dollars, shit. They go, oh. She goes, listen. All right, you've involved yourself in a big top secret service operation, okay? I can't have you blow my cover getting your fucking crazy ass run over here. He's like, what? I thought you were a customs agent. No, I work for the Secret Service. Well, prove it. And then I don't know if these were handed out at the time, chat, but she's like, okay. And she takes she's wearing a bathrobe, and she pulls it down and revealing her very large bosom. And right next on one of the straps, on her bra strap, chat, your lingerie strap, we see this small little gold Secret Service badge. It's do they give those to all their agents? I don't know. And Chris Tucker and Jack Charles Chris Tucker's like, hey, I gotta see that again. Show me again. Jackie Chan's like, shut up. He's like, I didn't get a good look at it, man. She goes, listen, I'm involved in an operation, involved the Triads and Mr. Zumblafoo. I'll explain more down the penthouse. And they go down the penthouse, and they're like, okay, girl, explain what's going on. She says, listen. And then this is the exposition of the movie, Chad. This is where the whole thing's like, oh, is this what the movie's about? So apparently in the 1950s, the Americans tried to get very comfy with the Shah of Iran, Chad, for their oil, for Iran's oil, right? And as a gift, they gave him a printing press with these original prints of American dollar bills, specifically hundreds and fifties, Chad. Fucking Benjamins and Grants, if you will. Where he could print his own money, and he can basically live like a fucking king, Chad. Live like a true Shah. Apparently, though, because of all these various wars that happened, the printing press was lost. However, it was recently bought at auction this past year by Mr. Zumblafoo. Okay, and then the prints. Those were obtained by Ricky Tan, the Triad, and we believe that they're printing copious amounts of money that looks very authentic. It's super authentic, might as well be real. The only thing that we can tell if it is indeed fake is if we fucking burn it. And she takes one of the $100 bills, and she burns it, Chad, and it burns red. I think this is the only way that we can tell if it's actually fucking fake. And what's going to happen is Mr. Zumblafoo and the Triads, who, that used to work for Ricky Tan, they want to launder hundreds of millions of dollars in money. But they don't know how they're going to fucking do it. Which in hindsight, you're like, it's kind of fucking obvious how they're going to launder it, but we'll ignore the fucking details. And they're like, shit, I had no idea. I had no idea. And she's like, listen. And then she just starts like, I might need some help. I might need to deputize you. And she just starts taking off her clothes again and just strutting around. And it's like, gentlemen, I can just really use your help with this. And they're like, what do you want us to do? And they're like, well, you can just check on certain places that might have obtained the money. That would be great. There's this one place in Crenshaw, we believe, where some of the money has been obtained. We can kind of track down where it's come from, and then we can infiltrate and find out where they specifically want to launder. And like, oh, we got that, girl. We got that. We're going to do that right now. We'll do that right now. We're on the case. We're on the case. And eventually they fucking go down. And they're all fucking happy because, Chris Tucker's like, I know this guy that she's talking about, this contact person. He's my fucking informant in L.A. Fucking Don Cheadle. He's like, let's go talk to him. But meanwhile, chat, we cut back up to Isabella's penthouse, and she's got the angry Secret Service chief on the phone, and she says, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, they're off the case. I managed to manipulate them. They're not going to be involved. Woo! Sounds fucking good. She's just trying to do her goddamn job, and she doesn't need those two dumbasses to fuck it up. Meanwhile, we get one of the best parts of the movie, War Machine. I keep forgetting that Don Cheadle, very, very young Don Cheadle's in this movie, chat, where Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, they go to a soul a Chinese soul food place, chat. Operated by both Chinese people and black people. They go in there, and he just walks through the fucking kitchen, and Don Cheadle's wife's just fucking yelling at him in Mandarin and Chinese. She's like, "No, you can't go back there. You can't. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, bitch." And he goes in, and we see, chat, that no, it's just a facade. It's actually a place where they do illegal gambling, chat, racketeering. And it's like, oh, Chris Tucker's like, I better not see any fucking gambling going on here, goddamn. And Don Cheadle's like, fucking chill out, man, chill out. He's like, oh, we can talk outside, Don Cheadle. Let's talk outside. So they go outside, and Don Cheadle's like, you can't fucking come up in here, try to interrupt my business, fucking embarrass me in front of my wife. He's like, man, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. He's like, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass, Chris Tucker. I'm going to beat his ass later on. I was like, you take it easy, Don Cheadle. Take it easy. And I love it because he just fucking tears him apart because he's like trying to like emulate Asian culture. He's like, man, you were fucking raised in Compton. Why are you trying to be old kung fu and shit? And then he fucking loses it, though. He fucking loses it because Jackie Chan's like, goes to touch him. Like, hey, we just want some information. He fucking freaks out. And he starts doing all the kung fu fighting, chat. But Jackie Chan, Don Cheadle, they're matching all their goddamn moves, chat. Like, all of them. They're just in unison. And Christopher's like, what the fuck's going on here? What's this crazy, magical Chinese kung fu shit? And eventually they go, fucking crouching tiger, or whatever the hell they say. And they're like, oh, Jackie Chan starts speaking to him in Mandarin, and Don Cheadle answers him. He's like, how do you know that moves? And he says, oh, Master Chun taught me. Master Chun in Beijing? No, Freddie Chun. No, and from Crenshaw. He's like, oh, they're brothers. He just moved to America, Chad, and he clearly taught Don Cheadle the ways of the Kung Fu master. And then Don Cheadle's like, why? Because he's all speaking in Mandarin. He's like, okay, well, why are you here? Why you keep hanging out with 7-Eleven? He's like, 7-Eleven? Because his mouth never fucking closes. And they fucking start laughing. Chris was like, hey, man, I know you're talking about me. I know you're talking about me, and don't talk about me. Listen, we need to know if some big money was recently dropped here, okay? Some crisp $100 bills, Benjamins and or grants. And Don Cheadle's like, there was this cat that recently dropped $50,000, owed us $50,000, and my boys and I were gonna fucking give him a tune-up. We thought it was bullshit, but he came in the next day with the fucking money. I still have it right now, but I don't believe that this guy could drop that kind of money. He works a fucking day job. And we're like, okay, let's see the money, man. Let's see the money. So he goes to his safe. He's like, don't look at the fucking combinations. Like, oh, Jesus, okay. He takes it out, and they take one of the dollar bills, and then, Chris Tucker gets his lighter and starts burning. He's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, woo, man. Ooh, this is fake. They got your ass, man. They got you. He's like, ooh. And they're like, well, where did you find this? And it's like, oh, it's in this specific place, this trucking company where this guy works, where apparently he got the money. And he's like, you better hope that you guys find him first, because when I find him, I'm going to fucking kill him. He's like, well, fuck that guy. We don't give a shit. We're going to go check on this company right now and see what's going on. So they go over there, Chad. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, they go over there. But, they find what they think is the money, Chad. Like, oh, let's go through this fucking door. But, oh, no, they get bamboozled, Chad, because as soon as they open the goddamn door, who's there? Spider Monkey. Spider Monkey and all of her Triad friends. And they got them at fucking gunpoint. And they're like, oh, shit. And who's right by Spider Monkey's side, Chad? Isabella. Oh, goddamn. He yells Chris Tucker and moves. I love that. I love that there's a wonderful like blooper reel at the end of this movie, and during the whole scene where both Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker are talking to Don Cheadle, he keeps calling Lee, Jackie Chan's character, Jackie. And it's like, Jackie, can you believe that, Jackie? Can you believe that, Jackie? And Don Cheadle's fucking losing and goes, his name is Lee, goddammit. He goes, I'm sorry, I know. It's the wonderful, wonderful blooper reel, both in the first film and the second film. But as we saw, Chad, who's standing next to Spider Monkey? Fucking Isabella. And Jackie Chan is just like, oh, Isabella, you betrayed us. I did. She just fucking whacks him with her gun. He's like, oh, he gets him knocked out. And fucking Chris Tucker is like, all right, now you go fucking whack me. But then Spider Monkey fucking just kicks him in the goddamn face. He's like, ah! And she hits him again, and he gets completely knocked out. And he's, at this point, Spider Monkey, she just wanted to kill him. Isabella's like, they might be, might want to question them, okay? Might want to question them to see what they know, to see if the operation's not compromised. Spider Monkey's like, ooh, all right. So they time in the back of this truck, Jack. We then cut, and we're inside this truck with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker comes to first, and Jackie Chan, he wakes up. He's like, oh, shit, and they're all tied up next to these giant, like Chinese statues, shit, like these stone statues, and they're just fucking pissed off at each other. Like, Chris Tucker's just mad at Jackie Chan for getting involved in this, and Jackie Chan's, like, just frustrated with Chris Tucker with all this fucking bullshit, and then we get the one, what's the one line that Jackie Chan says? Hey, Christopher, hey... Nia Brony. Hey, Christopher, hey, just again. Hey, Corbin Dallas, how you doing? Hard hands, Nia Brownie. I am witnessing you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. But what was the one thing that the joke that Jackie Chan says? I will kick your black ass back to Africa. I think that's what he says. He's like, I'll kick your Asian ass back to China. And they start going at it. We then cut to one of the limousine chat that's part of this like truck caravan. And we see that Spider Monkey, she's talking to one of the Triad guys that's with her. And she's saying, I don't fucking trust this Isabella, who's also in the car with them. I don't trust this Isabella woman. I think she's up to something. I don't like her. And he's like, well, Mr. Zumbafu said that we can't touch her. And she's like, ooh, and she's like eating an apple, chat, like this big Granny Smith apple. And she's like, you know the thing that would like really get me going right now? If I could just cut those perfect plump lips of hers right off her fucking face. And she's all saying this like right in front of her. She offers the words like, apple? And then Isabella takes it. And she goes, listen, bitch. Fuck you. You don't get to tell me what to do. And she takes like a bite of it. And then she goes, nah! And Spider Monkey throws it at her face. And it lodges in her eyes. Isabella's dead. No, she's fine. It lodges in the apple chat. She's like, really? Really? Okay. Eventually, we cut back to the truck chat where Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, they tuckered themselves out. They're very, very tired. And at this point, Chris Tucker's like, okay, listen, Jackie, just tell me what's going to happen. How are they going to kill us? And Jackie Chan's like, well, according to Triad tradition, what they will do is that they will torture us 3 days. Chris Tucker's like, I can handle it. Jackie's like, yeah, sure. And after that, they will cut off our egg rolls. He's like, cut off our egg rolls? Hell no. He just starts freaking out, Chad, trying to get out of it. And they start flailing and things. But, oh, no, they knock over one of the statues inside the truck. And they see what's inside the goddamn statue, Chad. You know what they see? It's fucking money. They see a shit ton of money. And Jackie Chan's like, oh, there's fucking money in there, man. And Jackie Chan's like, wait a minute, I think I can, hold on. Because he starts, like, working his feet up. And he gets out of some of his bonds, Chad, but he's still connected at the top. And he starts, like, starts bite his bonds off. He's like, yeah, Jackie, bite him. Bite like a little monkey. Bite like a little ferocious Asian monkey. And he bites them all off, Chat. And they see all the fucking money inside the statue. It's all I guess that's how they're laundering the money, Chat. They're moving it from here, and they're going to put it somewhere. And eventually they get out. They're like, oh, shit, as soon as this truck stops, we're going to have to attack these guys, right? And so, you know, the truck does stop wherever they are. And they have their hands tied up, and these guys come on in, and they see that one of the statues fell over. And like, what happened? It's like, let me tell you, man. And they fucking bamboozle them, Chad. They start punching. They just choke them. Just go to sleep. And they go to sleep forever, Chad, because they're dead. And then they get out of the truck. But they see that other people are exiting all the other trucks. They're like, shit. And Jackie Chan's like, we'll go up on top. We'll go up on top of the truck. Chris Tucker, come here. And he's like, he lifts him up in the truck. But he's like, Chris Tucker, come back. He just fucking abandons him. He's like, God damn it. And eventually, Jackie Chan, he hides underneath the fucking truck while it then goes away. And then him and Chris Tucker are like, shit, we got to fucking escape here, man. We got to get the hell out of here. Because they also beat the shit out of these guys that they see. Take all their asses out, Chad. But they're like, you know, they're outnumbered at this point. They're only 2 men, Chad. They're dehydrated. They've been kicked in the balls and face many times. They're concussed. And so they go where, Chad? Into the sewer systems. They go into the sewer systems where, you know, Jackie Chan's like, this is what we got to do. Because there's like, fuck that, man. There's a fucking rat right there. It's like, that's not a rat. It's a rat right there. It's like all sorts of piss and shit on my shoes. And eventually they travel far enough, Chad, where they can hear something overhead. And they climb up this manhole cover, they move the manhole cover, and they're in the fucking middle of downtown Viva Las Vegas, baby. All the fucking glowing lights, all of the vice and greed on full display. They see it all, Chad. They're like, fucking Vegas. And they see right down there, Chat, the Red Dragon. The name of Mr. Zumblafoo's yacht from earlier, Chat, the Red Dragon. They realize that's what's going on. This guy, Mr. Zumblafoo, he's a wealthy industrialist and casino owner. That's how he's going to launder his money. He's going to put it into his casinos. It makes fucking obvious sense. And so they climb up out of the fucking manhole cover. They go at the same time. And Chris Tucker's like, God damn, man. He's like, I'm sorry. It's like, God damn, man. You fucking need me in the balls, man. And eventually they walk towards the casino. Chris Tucker at this point is like, nah, man, no, we can't go in there looking like this. It's like, why? Because we gotta look fly, man. We gotta look fly. He's like, Jackie Chan's like, I don't understand your words, black man. He's like, I'll teach you. Here, come with me. I have some money. We're gonna spend some of this fucking money. And they go to this men's suit shop, chat. We were introduced to a very young Jeremy Piven who is playing a very ostentatious gay man. And he's like, sir, I'm going to be right with you. I got to help these two very handsome gentlemen. Oh, my God. You are the cutest couple. Oh, jeez. What would you like, gentlemen? What would you like? And they're like, well, we want something that looks fly, according to Chris Tucker. He's like, fly. I love it. Oh, you know, for you, my macchiato of a man, what you need right now, I'm thinking crocodile. I'm thinking cream colors. Cream colors, you dark blue. I love with the little like a navy blazer, a dark blue shirt. But you my little macchiato cappuccino. That's what you need. So he goes to like touch Chris Tucker's. Chris Tucker's like, get your hands off me, man. It's like, come on. This is the part of the movie that looks a little Mr. Zumbafoo. I don't know the name of the white guy in the movie. The casino owner. His name is Mr. Zumbafoo to me. I don't know his name. Let me see what his actual name is at this point, chat, because I've been calling him Mr. Zumbafoo the whole time. His actual name is, let's see here, chat. His name is Stephen Rain. Not even close. I mean, I got the S kind of right. I mean, I guess SZ, it's kind of the same. He's Mr. Zumbafoo. Oh, Lord. Croc skin, buttercream, croc skin, buttercream. That's the fucking thing he says. Oh, he's Mr. Zumbafoo for me, Chad. Eventually, he's like, no, get your ass and I'll get the clothes. I will get the clothes for you. Okay, you just stand right there. You just stand there and keep looking hot. And Jackie Chan's like, I think he likes you. He's like, I'm not gonna shop with you no more, Jackie Chan. You keep fucking with me. You keep messing with me. Eventually, though, chat, they look fucking good. Jackie Chan's got like this dark navy blue blazer, got this blue shirt on, looks hot, and you know they have adorned Chris Tucker, chat, Agent Carter, in crocodile leather, chat, with a buttercream dress shirt. He looks fucking hot and ridiculous at the same time, and they infiltrate the casino. And it's the Red Dragon Casino. At this point, you know, Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, okay, we got to just fucking, you know, just infiltrate. We got to see what's going on, get a sense of what's happening here. They see the statues with the money, obviously, as they're like, okay. But then all of a sudden, Isabella, she comes out of the darkness, chat, like Batman, and she grabs Jackie Chan and just takes him up into the air. It's like, oh, and Chris Tucker is none the wiser, chat, none the wiser. Eventually, Isabella transports Jackie Chan to the dance floor, and they start fucking dancing. And he's like, why did you fucking hit me in the back of the head? She's like, I'm sorry. I just couldn't, like, get my cover blown, okay? But for real this time, I do need your help. I do need your help. Mr. Zumbafoo is here. The money is all right here. We can get him, all right? I just need you to trust me. He's like, I don't know if I can trust you. And she goes, dip me. And he's like, okay. And he dips her, and her fucking bazungas are, like, right here. And they're like, whoa. And she's like, I'm asking you now more than ever, Lee. Do you trust me? And he's like, yes, I do. Yes, I trust all three of you. I mean you. Meanwhile, Chris Tucker, he knows, because then eventually Jackie Chan, because Chris Tucker sees, he's just enjoying himself. He's indulging all the drinks, all the food. He's in like a little carriage, chat, being carried around the casino. It's just, just good food, man. Just enjoying himself. And eventually he sees Jackie Chan and Isabella, and she fucking runs off. And he goes, there's that Isabella. She's that bitch that hit you in the back of the head. He's, no, she's on our side. It's like, man, you're crazy. Like, listen, Mr. Zumbafoo's here. All the money's here. I'm going to fucking infiltrate, okay? I just need you to cause a distraction. He's like, man, I'm a black man. I can cause a distraction anytime I want. And he's like, you go ahead and watch. And then he fucking just goes out into the gambling area, chat. Gonna play some craps. And he just starts being very loud. Various Chris Tucker screeches and noises, chat. That's just how it is. And he's like, I have 50. He's like, I want to make some money. And the craps dealer is like, all right, sir. Well, in order to play, you need to submit $50,000. Like, I'm getting $50,000, man. Here's $50,000. Throws it right down. And he goes, all right, sir. Here is your chips. And he's like, hey, man, why do I have $500 chips? And they're like, those are the chips I gave you. It's like, yeah, I see that, but why all these fucking white folk right here? Why do they got $1,000 chips? Huh? Are you racist? You give me these racist $500 chips? He's like, sir, I'm not a racist. My people didn't suffer through slavery for 362 years so we can get $500 chips at a casino. I want $1,000. And all the security starts to come over. It's like, Chris Tucker, sir, excuse me, sir, you need to come down. I was like, I am calm, motherfucker. I am calm, all right? And he just loses it. And Jack, but but he does a distraction check. He's like, all right, Jack, you go ahead and go. Jackie Chan, he infiltrates the back. But when we see some cool fucking Jackie Chan stunt moves, Chad, because at one time we see this guy's like pushing this cart full of money, and he just spider monkeys on top of this wall, Chad, like just jumps up there like Spider-Man. He's like, ooh, but he's like, his face is directly in front of a camera. He's like, oh shit, and he drops down, and eventually, Chad, he goes into one of the back rooms and he sees all the money laundering process occurring. He's like, ooh, that's illegal. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I need to go. And then who fucking shows? All the security starts to chase him. He's like, oh shit, oh, and he starts running. We see that wonderful sequence where he slips through that little grate, Chad, which you also see in the bloopers because he gets stuck at one point. I mean, he just slips right fucking through it. Just like, wow, again, all the choreography, all the fight scenes really hold up in this movie, Chad. He slips right fucking through that, but then he gets kicked in the fucking face by the spider monkey lady. And she goes, I've been waiting for this, Jackie Chan. He goes, oh, and she takes like this little like metallic ball and puts it in his fucking mouth, Chad. And all these guys start taping his mouth. And they're like, there's someone you need to see. And so eventually, he goes up to this this little area, Chad, where it overlooks all the casino, Chad. It's like one-way glass, or two-way glass, so you can't see on the other side. The people like on the floor can't see like through it, and and then we see that Isabella is there, chat, but you know who fucking else is there, who's giving a goddamn monologue, chat? Ricky Tan. And Jackie Chan's like, and he's like, yes, Lee, it is me. I faked my death so I could sneak into the country and so I can earn hundreds of millions of dollars. It is my greatest desire to do this, to become the ultimate Triad boss. I would have loved to have had you join me in my evil schemes, much like I would have loved to have had your father join me in my evil schemes. But thanks to this lovely customs agent, and he's like all touching Isabella, and she's like, he's like, I will rule Las Vegas. It'll be for the Triad. And Jacker's like, because he can't talk. He has a grenade in his mouth. And also, Spider Monkey says, that's a small grenade I've placed in your mouth right now. If I fucking press this detonator, this button, it'll send all your goddamn teeth into your brain. All 32 teeth. Jesus Christ, that's a little rough. He's alive. He faked his death so he could be snuck into the country. That's what it was. So he can avoid all the triads. And at this point, like, he's like, oh, wait a minute, because he gets a little alarm that goes off because someone apparently is in his penthouse inside the casino, chat. It's Mr. Zoomblafoo. Also, beforehand, when the casino was opened by Mr. Zoomblafoo told this Chinese proverb. He said, like, there was this great dragon, and this great red dragon, it asked for all the treasure from the peasants, and they brought all this treasure to the dragon, and he was so greedy and lustful, and he didn't want anyone to steal the treasure. He would consume it. He would vor the treasure until his fat ass got stuck inside of his cave where he died. Anyway, welcome to the Red Dragon. It's like an allegory of the wealth, because there's wealth in here, and I'm like the Red Dragon because I'm big and fat. Hey, enjoy yourselves. But then, Mr. Zoomblafoo, he's stealing. Apparently, he's going to Ricky Tan's room, and we know, chat, that Mr. Zoomblafoo, he had the printing press that he got from the Shah of Iran, right? But Ricky Tan, he had the plates with the $100 bills and the $50 bills. He was like, God damn, I'm being betrayed by my partners. These fucking Americans, right? Always so greedy. Well, Jackie Chan, I'm going to bid you adieu. You're going to probably die because Spider Monkey's kind of crazy. And I'm going to go kill my partner, Mr. Zoomblafoo. Bye, everybody. Bye. Spider Monkey, have your fun. So at this point, Spider Monkey's just like, oh, here we go. This is what I've always wanted to do. She's about to, like, press the detonator, chat. But fucking Isabella, she's like, no, Jackie Chan is hot. You needs to put a baby in me. And she starts fighting. She starts fighting with Spider Monkey Chan. And Jackie Chan's like, ooh. And he's just trying to keep the detonator out of Isabella's hand too, or out of Spider Monkey's hand. But eventually, Spider Monkey, she takes advantage of the situation, and she throws Isabella, and she shoots her right in the back. It's like, no, Isabella, no. And then Jackie Chan runs over, and he like grabs her, and he constantly is putting Spider Monkey close to his face. So if she pressed the detonator, her head will fucking explode as well. So they're kind of caught in that situation. Bad Shields. Inspector Lee never trusts a beautiful woman, especially ones who's issuing you. Don't do it. Just don't fucking. Oh, Isabella in this case, it worked out. It worked out because she revealed her true colors here. She revealed her true colors at this point. So, they're fucking fighting. And Jackie Chan, he gets thrown out of the fucking window by Spider Monkey Chan. He lands in the casino floor. Meanwhile, Chris Tucker, he's been having a great goddamn time, Chat. He's been gambling. He's been earning all sorts of fucking money. He's dancing on all the fucking tables, Chat, like making the scene like, sir, can you please get down? He's like, I'll get down, motherfucker. Okay. And he's made like $1.2 million. He's made a lot of fucking money. And he's going to go cash in his chips. But then he sees fucking Jackie Chan come to the window. He's like, Jackie! And he takes his chips and he goes, and he bashes the security guards with them, chat, severely concussing them, definitely causing severe brain damage, chat. And he runs over to Jackie Chan. He's like, Jackie, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong? What's that light in your mouth? Because the little grenade creates a light. He's like, boo, boo, boo. He's like, I can't understand you, man. But then we see got Spider Monkey, because all the shooting's happening up there, chat. And Spider Monkey, she's coming down because she's trying to find the detonator. The detonator went out the window of Jackie Chan, and he's constantly trying to grab it. And it keeps getting kicked by all the panicky people. All the white people are freaking out, and he's just trying to grab it. But then eventually, Spider Monkey, she's actively trying to get it too. And at this point, he's like, Jackie Chan's like, he's like, what, man? I can't understand all that tape on your mouth. Hold on. And he starts unraveling the tape around Jackie Chan's mouth. He's like, goddamn, there's a lot of tape on your mouth, man. Just grab it, because his hands are all taped up too. And Chris Tucker just grabs it, just pulls it down. He goes, just rips all the fucking skin and flesh off of Jackie Chan's face. He goes, patooey! He goes, patooey, chat. And the grenade, it flies across the fucking room, goes into one of the roulette tables, and fucking Spider Monkey, she presses down the button and goes, ba-boom! This creates more explosions. People have like broken chips embedded in their bodies, Chad. Oh, it's bad. It's real goddamn bad, Chad. It's not going well. It's not going well. But at this point, Chris Tucker's like, man, wait until there's a fucking bomb inside your mouth. He's like, I was trying to tell you. I said bomb. You know what saying fucking bomb, man? I said, what's mean? It means bomb. And they're like, what do we need to do? He's like, fucking Ricky Tan's alive. He's going after Mr. Zumbalfu to get the plates. We got to stop him. He's like, all right, man, let's go. And as they're walking, a fucking giant Chinese spear just comes flying and separates them. And they're just like, whoa. And they see that it's fucking Spider Monkey that did it, shit. And Jackie Chan's like, oh, let's fucking get her. He's like, Jackie, but Chris Tucker's like, nah, man, I got this. Me and this bitch, we got to settle this ourselves. And Jackie Chan's like, are you sure? He's like, hell yeah, man, I got this, bitch, I got it. He's like, all right. And Jackie Chan runs after Zumbalfu and Ricky Tan. And at this point, Spider Monkey, she just starts to kick Chris Tucker's ass for the next 5 minutes, pretty much, where he's like, I got you, girl. I got you. I think you're kind of cute. I mean, you're crazy, though. I think you're kind of cute, but you're crazy, and you're the kind of girl I love to take to the movies. But you've never seen this kind of shit right here. This is Egyptian style, girl, and she just starts punching him. He's like, and he starts squealing, and we get all the wonderful Chris Tucker squeals you could possibly imagine, chat, where she's just chasing him around the casino the entire time. He's like jumping on spears and like jumping off of walls, is going the whole time. Eventually, though, she grabs like the sword from these statues, and she starts like stabbing at Chris Tucker. She's like, he's trying to avoid it the whole time, but then eventually goes, bah! She stabs him right in one of these statues and gets him like, ooh, but she can't like penetrate. She can't like put it through his body. And eventually, he just fucking moves shit. He moves, and it knocks one of the statues over, but it has this holder bread, chat, and the holder bread's like on this like lever, and it snaps up and goes boom right into her boob, chat, right into Spider Monkey's boob. And she goes, and she falls down dead. Spider Monkey is no more. And Chris Tucker, he gets up, he's like, and he looks in his pockets, he doesn't notice there's no stab mark. He looks in, and you know who fucking protected him, chat? Good old Benjamin Franklin, Benny F. Oh, Benjamin, I love you. And he goes and talks to the girl. He goes, listen, girl, there's something between us. I love you, but you're one crazy ass bitch. And she's like, because she's all dead, she got stabbed in the bosom. Eventually, we cut up to the office of Ricky Tan, where Zumlafu, he's a big man, chat, so it takes him a while to, like, waddle out. But he is accosted, chat, by Ricky Tan. And Ricky Tan's like, what the fuck are you doing, Zumlafu? And he's like, I'm taking the plates, man. I'm going to get the hell out of here at this point. This operations is falling apart. So what can you talk about? There's casinos over the place. We can do this. Like, nah, man, nah. I'm going to leave, man. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And he's like, well, humor me then. Humor me, Mr. Zumlafu. That old legend, that old little tale, that Chinese proverb of yours. You know what the moral of the story was? He goes, yes, greed will destroy us all. Ooh! And we see, chat, that Ricky Tan has started to stab Mr. Zumlafu in the tummy. Chris, divine misconduct. Chris, no insult to your conduct, but you were hilarious when I was just watching you on mute for 5 minutes. Just fucking flailing, just going, ah. No, that's fine. That's fair. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Oh, it's brilliant. Thank you. Darkest Chime, thank you for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Shrek is welcome to Shrek. Chris Tucker Sounds. I don't know how you don't lose your voice. I know, Sin. It's crazy, right? Just the whole time. But he stabs Mr. Zumlafu in the tummy. He goes, ooh, and he has to stab him a whole lot, check. He's got a big old belly. He's like, ooh, and he falls down. He's dead. He's got the dagger still in his tum. Oh, Divine is going to think of 200 minutes. I owe you something for that. No, it's fine. I'm glad you were very entertained by it. I'll allow it. No Name Woman, thank you for the gifted sub to Wade Carroll. Thank you. Cheers. Salute to you, chap. Oh. At least you know you'd have been successful as a sound movie star. I would have been, C-Map. I would have been. No doubt about that. I know that. You gotta be animated, chat. You gotta be animated. But Mr. Zumlafu, he gets stabbed in the tummy, and eventually Jackie Chan, he goes and confronts Ricky Tan. And he's like, fucking Ricky Tan. He's like, oh, did Spider Monkey not kill you? No, Spider Monkey probably got killed by Chris Tucker. He's like, really? He goes, yeah, he has dumb luck. He's like, well, Jackie, listen, I'm going to leave with the plates to make more fake money. But I wanted to mention, I was the one who killed your dad all those years ago. So, Chad, apparently, Ricky Tan, he was a corrupt cop all along. And before he moved to Triad, chat, he wanted to ask Jackie Chan's dad to join him. Like, join me to be an evil Chinese criminal gangster. But Jackie Chan's dad said, nope. And he shot him. And he said, I shot him. I fucking shot him. And Chris Tucker, he comes up. Because he's hearing all this. He's hearing all this as Jackie Chan, like, has Ricky Tan at gunpoint, just like, I'm so mad at you. And he's like, Jackie, what's going on? Like, fuck, what happened to Zumlafu? Zumlafu is dead. That man is fucking dead. And then Chris Tucker's hearing all this stuff. He's like, Jackie, don't fucking shoot him. Don't do it, man. He wants you to pull the trigger. He'll win if you do that. It's like fucking Seven. It's like Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, man. Don't do it. But then he hears all that stuff. He's like, your father, he was so pathetic when he died. He didn't even beg for his life. The only thing he asked of me was not to kill you. Christopher's like, fuck him, man. You go ahead and shoot him. You pull that motherfucking trigger and kill him. Jackie Chan's like, just shut up, Chris Tucker. Just shut up for the love of God. But then Ricky Tan, he fucking flips out and goes, rah! And he hits the gun out of Jackie Chan's hand. And Ricky Tan grabs the gun, and he's about to shoot Jackie Chan's best black friend. No! He goes, boom, he's about to, boom, he goes up, and then fucking Chris Tucker has a rug. He pulls the rug up, and it somehow diverts the shot, and then Jackie Chan goes, he does like a fucking Chun-Li Street Fighter-esque kick right into Ricky Tan's face check. Boom! And it sends him flying out the goddamn window. Where he hits a fucking car, chat, goes right through it, goes into the concrete, and just explodes on impact, chat. And the Ricky Tan this time is actually dead. And then fucking Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, and they go, God damn! That guy's not going to be in Rush Hour 3. He's dead, chat. He's dead. And at this point, they're like, well, we fucking did it. We fucking did it. And Jackie Chan said it was an accident. It's like, no one's going to, be mad at you, man. We'll just tell that the guy tripped. That's all. But then, chat, they start to hear this, like, this beeping noise. I'm like, what the hell is that? And they turn around, and it's Spider Monkey, chat. She's alive. She's a zombie. She's alive. And they're like, Spider Monkey, you're okay. And like, she still has the Hulda bread inside of her bosom, chat. It's like, that doesn't look good. But she's like holding something, like, what the hell is that? And it's like 4 blocks of C4 chat and a timer, and it's got like 9 seconds left. And she's like, I'm gonna fucking kill both of you. And they're like, oh shit, no. It's like, oh, and they're like, we gotta jump. Jackie said, what are you talking about? We gotta jump now. He's like, oh, crazy ass. And they jump, they use their coach chat, and they go on these wires as ba-boom, as Spider Monkey explodes herself trying to kill Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. And they go down these wires and they stop there. And then the wires fucking go, chat, and they're like spin around this fucking sign the whole time, and eventually it comes to a stop, and they're like, oh, fucking shit. And Jackie Chan's like, I didn't want to travel 10,000 miles for this bullshit. But then they see a fucking semi-truck coming their way, going, bah, and they're like, oh! And Jackie Chan, he kicks Chris Tucker out of the way as he, like, Jackie Chan, like wall runs on the side of the truck, going, oh! And we just see Chris Tucker just flailing, hitting the truck, going, the whole time, until eventually the truck passes by, they hit each other, and they fall to the fucking ground. Chat, just broken and battered. But then, my friends, we cut to the airport. Isabella is fine, chat. She's good. Her arm's all fucked up, but she's okay. She gave a little smooch to Jackie Chan earlier, like, I love you. And, they're going back to New York. Apparently, her and her boss, there's, like, even her boss, who's always angry at Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, says, you did fucking good work, Inspector Lee. And you too, Chris Tucker. I approve of you. Because I don't need your fucking approval, man. He leaves. And then you just have Isabella and Jackie Chan. Isabella's like, well, listen, I just want to thank you for everything that you did. I really appreciate you're a real special guy, Lee. And he goes, yeah, I fucking know. And they smooch. They get a nice little smooch. And he just fucking walks away, without looking back. She's like, oh, she's all lustful after him, chat. And then Chris Tucker observes it. He's like, oh, that was pretty fucking fly, man. That was pretty smooth. You didn't even give it a look back. I like that. And he goes, yeah, and Jackie Chan I'm a pretty fly dude. He's like, don't say that, man. Don't say that again. And at this point, they're like, oh, shit, these are the 2 friends that are about to part. And, Chris Tucker's like, hey, man, I gotta go. My gate's this way. And Jackie Chan's like, yeah, my gate's this way. Well, I guess I'll see you next time. And they're like, Jackie Chan's like, yeah. And they fucking hug, Chad. They hug and they shake hands and they part ways. And then Jackie Chan's like, hey, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker just runs back like a puppy. Yeah, man, what's up? He's like, listen, I don't know. I feel like I just want to go someplace other than Hong Kong. He's like, oh, I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, no, you need something, don't you? And he takes out all this fucking money. He's like, how'd you fucking get that? And he goes, oh, man, when we got to the hospital, they opened the casinos again, and I was making fucking tens of thousands of dollars after 7 a.m., man. I got a lot in here. Don't worry. He's like, no, I can't use it. Use it, man. Use it. It's like, what you want to do with it? And Jackie Chan's like, I always wanted to see the Knicks play at Madison Square Garden. He's like, let's go to fucking New York. You can hang out with your girl Isabella. He's like, hell yeah, let's fucking do that, chat. And they start singing Michael Jackson as they walk towards the New York gate, chat, off to new and fun adventures. And that, my friends, is my scene by scene breakdown, chat, for the classic 2001 action comedy Rush Hour 2. Boom. Woo, Film Freak, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. Bravo. I absolutely love the review. Probably the best review ever. Yay! that was great, Chris. Thank you. Ta-dum. Take a breath, dude. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Deadpool, for the 10 biddies. So are we getting Rush Hour 3 in New York City? Never happened. Sally, we hear about what happened. Apparently, Isabella got shot and she has a lazy eye now. So I was like, all right. Know how that worked out. Oh, my rating. Yeah, my rating. Oh, yeah, I give this, this is a full-price movie, chat. This is still very funny. Some of the humor's a little dated. There's no doubt about that, but the chemistry between Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker is great. All the action choreography holds up to this day, 20 years on, chat. It's like, it's really good. Just a lot of fun action scenes. I mean, the plot is, it doesn't matter. Plot's dumb. You don't even pay attention to it, chat. You're just there for the characters. But when it comes to the action, when it comes to the rapport between those two and the jokes, it delivers. Absolutely delivers, chat. So I would very much give this a full price. Rush Hour 2.5, indeed. Indeed, chat. No question. Whew, I could take a breath now. I think I took like 5 breaths during that review. 4 out of 5 Chris Tucker lemurs. Is that what the Mr. Zuma for? He was the lemur, right? Blackstone. Oh, it's yeah, Rush Hour 3 sucks. I'm not a fan. You're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing. Oh, Lord. How about never watching me sound? You watch 1 and 2. Watch 1 and 2. They're very fun. They're very fun movies. Really good action comedies. Call me Hazel. Juice again. Welcome to the stream. Now, in case I missed you before, I hope you're all doing very well. I'm going to see some of your comments as I was reviewing this. Oh, I love it. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, and all the end credit stingers, the blooper reel chat, it is perfect. It's adorable. It's really good. Some of the best bloopers, I think, for any, like, comedy at the end. Really funny. What, the TV series? I forgot there was a TV series. Yeah. You know what? I've never seen Shanghai Nights, the Owen Wilson movies. No. What was it called? Shanghai Nights? They did a sequel one, right? Remember. Hey, me. TV series is booty. I believe it. I believe it, chat. Oof, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that review. And for those of you that muted it, I hope you enjoyed my flailing and expressions. Oh, my God. Arsenal 3 was underwhelming, not to mention having Roman Polanski in it. He was in that movie. Oh, my God. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Now, the dog just saw Godzilla's Kong was just as great as the other movies. Yeah, Godzilla's Kong was very fun. Noon was great. Nights was okay. Gotcha. I enjoyed your Chris Tucker voice. Thank you. Thank you. It was just while I was writing on some bills, Chris. Promise. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's good. Chat, I'm going to take a brief break. I'm glad you enjoyed the review. I got to come back and do another review, chat. I got to do Batman the Animated Series, episode 30, the big 3-0, Perchance to Dream. Stick around, you crazy kids. I'll be right back.